One time at Browns camp, Odell told us that he only talks about the Giants because people keep asking him and putting microphones in his face and saying, talk to me about these Giants. Well, he's doing it yet again. There was an interview with Sports Illustrated. Beckham said, quote, the Giants are stuck in an older mindset, not trying to take shots, just speaking facts. This wasn't no business move. This was personal. They thought they'd send me here to die. Here being Believeland. Do you think Beckham really thinks this? Is he the kind of guy who just has to put things out there to work against him so he can motivate himself? What is this?
I believe it's a little bit of both. I feel like Odell is intrinsically motivated, so he finds storylines and he exaggerates them in his own head, which all players do. I've done that year in and year out. That's how you last and how you motivate yourself in the monotony of football. But he's also being honest. Like, think about it. When the Giants start making these moves, no Landon Collins, no Olivier Vernon, no Odell Beckham, we start sitting back thinking, well, what is the direction of this team? It seemed like they went from headlining rock stars.
He said Cleveland's where you go to die.
To the cover band. I'm
fascinated by your thought on
this. I know, but I want to talk about the first part of it. He's saying that they're stuck in their old school ways because they got rid of the rock stars and it seemed like they went to the cover band. And that's why everybody's sitting back saying, what is this direction of this team? Now, when it comes to going to Cleveland, I know exactly what he means by that. When I signed with Detroit, that's the exact same phrase a player that wore a jersey every Sunday said to me. He said, Nate, oh, man, you know what? I thought they signed you. I read it on the internet, but I didn't believe it. So you're here. What's up, man? How you doing? Gave me a hug, whispered in my ear. Man, I didn't think it was true because this is where guys come to have the funeral of their careers.
That's 2017 Browns. That wasn't 2018 Browns. Shrakes, 2018 Browns, there was Bud Light being unleashed upon my entire city. The excitement was at an all-time premium after Baker Mayfield was drafted.
Cry me a river for a player who gets to go and play with the NFL's best rookie quarterback a year ago, his best friend in Jarvis Landry, his wide receivers coach in Adam Henry from LSU, and a city that is so hungry to have Odell Beckham there and watch this team. We have talked about the Browns so much this offseason. We have hyped them up as if they've already won a Super Bowl. Go to die, there might be no greater destination this offseason than Cleveland. If they wanted to send a place to die, there are a lot of teams right now that we're not talking about on this show. And you fans who are watching know who you are. This is as ideal a place outside of the conference he possibly could have gone to with a coach who's going to wrap his arms around him and say, be who you are. Like, Nate, go to die? This Cleveland Browns? Come on.
Now, listen, hand up. I'm a little bit no moss with this. Like, I'm a little bit rolling my eyes. And I don't blame him. He was asked, and so he has an answer, and I respect that. But I really want to hear about Odell and the Browns. Like, I'm kind of with Peter. Like, you're sending off to the greatest situation ever. It's not like you're going to the Gulag or Azkaban. It's like, well, they could have been really hard on me and sent me to the Rams. No, it's a great – and by the way, we would have been excited about this Browns team if Odell wasn't even there. Like, there still would have been a cool thing. So, Nate, why are you looking at me like that? I've never seen that look on your face.
Listen, we all feel the same way about the Browns. X's and O's, they're a legit team. Let's not be fooled. The perception of the Cleveland Browns sucks.
Yes.
For a long time, they were the armpit of the NFL. I don't care if they had an okay 7-8-1. Oh, whoop-de-doo. For athletes, the perception, professional.
Sure.
You go to Cleveland to not make the playoffs. You go to Cleveland to not have the biggest market. You go to Cleveland when you don't have better options. That's what Odell is saying. Yes, it is different, and I hope that the change is coming, and so does Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, and Odell Beckham. But he's saying if you're going to trade me somewhere, trade me to a place that's an immediate Super Bowl contender. The Giants weren't thinking that. Come on now, let's keep it real.
That's what Odell think of a better scenario that Odell could have ever landed in the whole league, 32 teams? I can't.
That might be true. What he's saying is when I got traded to the Browns, that isn't like going to the Patriots or the Rams.
He would have had no brand at the Patriots. He would have been buried behind Tom Brady and other guys. LeBron James made Cleveland a marketing bonanza, and the Cleveland Indians are one of the best teams. Like, Cleveland is an amazing sports town. When he says they sent me there to die, like,
it's not a shot at Cleveland.
I know it's not a shot, but it's a shot at the Giants. It's like it's made up in his belief head. Like,
that's exactly what I think.
It's all in his head.
If Odell was never traded to the Browns, we'd still be hyping and excited about the Browns. Sure, does he put them in another contention potentially of us seeing them make a deep playoff run? Some people are calling them a Super Bowl contender. They might make it to the AFC Championship game. Yes, but even if Odell wasn't traded there, the hype was still crazy because is it Odell that changed this feeling about the Browns from being this place you go to lose to being this place that's exciting? No, that was Baker Mayfield.
It's not about the X's and O's. You guys keep talking about football. What about his brand? What about him being a rock star?
Baker changed the Browns, not Odell. That's the way I feel.
He's living in the past. The Factory of Sadness, The River's on Fire, all that stuff. Jose Mesa, Ernest Bynum, that's all stupid old Cleveland stuff that is not true anymore. And he's in a great spot. I mean, I just can't believe the Giants drafted Daniel Jones. That's the take out of Cleveland.
Listen, I've heard you talk about your exes and you're very transparent. It's the same thing Odell is doing. When you ask me about my ex, I'm honest. When I ask you, we're all honest about it. Why can't Odell be honest about his ex? That's all he's doing.
I just want to talk about we'll have the one you're with. You know what I mean? Let's move on.
And I like that. And I'm okay
That's
with
what I do.
At GMFB with your tweets. Oh, guys, we've got the Cleveland at Tampa Bay this week on the network. That is your game on Friday, I do believe, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So check that one out. We'll, of course, have highlights and everything for you guys on the Browns as we continue to argue throughout